14 and 15. Whew, that was a hard set. That look like a hard set? Of course it looked like a hard set. In this video, guys, I'm gonna show you guys what a hard set actually looks like. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, I'm doing an important video for all of you to watch. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you need to see what a hard set actually looks like. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna show you guys what a hard set looks like based on some very solid fundamentals. Number one, technique, range of motion, being consistent with the time and retention, and all of that while doing a hard set. Now, I'm not gonna edit this video much at all. So when I run through the exercise, I'm gonna let it run as is so you can see how long my rest is, when I recover, and then how the set is affected by my rest time, and then showing you what an actual hard set looks like. So today we're gonna do incline dumbbell press, only one exercise. I'm gonna show you what a hard set should look like, failure and a few reps from failure. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're doing incline dumbbell press. I haven't trained consistently for probably about over a week. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I'm gonna approach this. Now, I'm gonna do 5 to 10 reps. I'm gonna show you guys a 2-second negative with a 1-second pause at the bottom and a 1-second contraction at the top. And that's gonna be consistent. And I'm gonna show you how things should break down set to set. And then you'll be able to see my rest time in real time. So give you guys a good idea of how you should be training and what a hard set actually looks like. So I don't know what I can actually press right now. I've been able to press about 100 plus before dumbbells, so I'm gonna probably aim for on the 80, but I'm gonna warm up right now with a 50. I'm gonna do a couple warm up sets first, and then I'm gonna jump into my hard set. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna talk you through it. I'm gonna talk you through the entire warm up, hard set, and all. So I'm just grabbing a 50, something that I can easily handle. I'm not trying to overexhaust myself right now at all. My goal is to just make sure that I'm just doing the proper range of motion, tempo. I'm just practicing my hard sets with a lighter weight. So I'm gonna only do about like 10 reps, the same way I would do it if I was at my hard set. So time and retention, 1001, 1002, stretch, 1. One, stretch, and then finishing on the way down as well too. Don't just get here and then just drop and be like, oh, I'm done to go. Finish off the way you started. So, hey guys, want some exclusive content? Join my school community right now. We have weekly Q&As and my 3, 4, 5 day split, my training ebooks, my courses are all for free. So hit up my school community right now, link in the description below. Back to the show. I'm gonna take my heart rate and just see where it's at. I give you guys an idea of how my heart's starting to respond to training. But we are also in the meantime going to rest 1 to 2 minutes. Now again, I just did a warm-up set. I just kind of got in here, got set up. Heart's going up a little bit, but not much. But I want to see how fast my heart recovers. And it's probably gonna recover before 2 minutes doing a warm-up set. So at the end of that warm-up, I'm gonna go into my next warm-up set again. All right, so my heart rate right now is at 105. So we're at a minute now. So I have 1 more minute to rest. So I'm gonna take the full minute. You don't have to, like if you feel rested before the 2 minutes after warm-up set, you can jump right into it, but I'm just gonna let you guys see how my heart rate responds. And then we'll start our hard set. We'll start our warm-up set, our second warm-up set. 30 more seconds. So my heart rate's gone on its way back down. So it was at like 108, now it's 100. It'll probably go down below that. And right now we're at 2 minutes. So I'm gonna switch the weight up. I'm gonna creep myself up a little bit because the goal is I'm gonna hit the 80s for my hard set. So here we go again. So very manageable, floor to core. Everything stays the exact same. I'm just going through, basically rehearsing my hard set. tempo. And now rest. I'm gonna put these away. And so here we are. Again, we're putting the clock on. I'm gonna see my heart rate is right after I just basically did a set.
One eternity later.
These are so reliable.
A few moments later.
Jesus Christ. Measuring. Well, maybe we'll get it after an actual hard set. So 122. So my heart rate probably went down a little bit after that. Let's just say it was probably like maybe like a 130 maybe. And it's at 123. And right now I have a minute left to rest. So again, we're talking about hypertrophy. The reason why we want to make sure we're resting that nice sweet spot of 2 minutes because the next set, it continues the tension. If we take too long of a break, then that hypertrophy, muscle hypertrophy, or the tension starts to decrease and you don't reap the benefits of muscle hypertrophy, basically swelling the muscle up. And that's how basically it grows. So my heart rate now is jumped back down to 96 from 122. And I got 30 seconds left. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get myself ready right now. I'm gonna grab my weight. So if I can get more than 10 reps, I will get more reps and I'll go up my next set. So here we go. Nine. There you go. We're taking straight to failure. 10. 12. 1 more. That's a failure set. So that's failure right now. I'm already on the clock for resting and I get my heart rate. Hopefully the thing goes on really quick. But you can see everything stayed the same. Tempo stayed the same. Now, like I said, I have a 2 to 3 second negative. So I give it a little bit of range because as it gets harder, the tempo will speed up a bit. But I want to make sure it stays at least 2 seconds. So right now, heart rate's at 150. You can hear me breathing heavy. 152. And right now, we're only 30 seconds in. So I'm gonna sit here, rest. And the big thing about recovering is doing just that. Like, sit your butt down and recover. Or if you wanna get up, hands over your head, just breathe. What's probably hurting your recovery in between sets is not staying focused. Getting up, running around, talking to somebody else, you lose time. Right now, 1 minute and 12 seconds, and my heart rate is 127. That set was to failure. I try to squeeze it out. This time I'm gonna go about 2 reps from failure. So you can see what a set to failure looks like. Then I have something to measure up against. 10 seconds, I got a set to do. Here we go. I get myself ready. Oh. 2 minutes. I gotta get at least 5. Down slow. All right, so we're gonna do 1 more set. My last set is gonna be, again, another set. Close the failure, 2 to 3 reps from a failure. Now, What that means is not necessarily exactly like 2 to 3 reps from failure. It's more so I know what failure feels like. You know, coming close to that feeling again, how many reps do I realistically have? And how I'm measuring that is based on my breathing, my heart rate, but also like I'll be able to easily tell if I can do more reps by simply me being able to sustain the negative. That negative was getting a lot harder to sustain. So if you can't control the negative, you're not gonna be able to do the positive. So if you're training by yourself like I am, and you're doing dumbbells, we wanna just be able to have that in mind. Understand that what failure feels like, what are some of the cues that are showing me I'm coming close to failure, heavy breathing, elevated heart rate, not being able to sustain the negative, and I can see those reps coming, and then I know when to stop. I did have probably 2 more reps, and I probably had 2 more reps just like you probably saw on my hard set when I was struggling. Again, look at my form breakdown. My form did break down slightly, and that's completely and utterly fine, but we don't want you to just throw your form out the window just because you want to get 1 more rep. Keep everything as perfect as you can with a minimal breakdown. Right, we're at a minute now and 10 seconds. So I did like 2 warm-up sets, and then I did 3 hard sets. Did I need to do 2 warm-up sets? Not necessarily, but for me, coming in here, being very cold, it was necessary for me. My heart rate's at 106, right? I've been recovering back down to, 95 to 100 beats per minute, and then my hard sets would end up being around like 150, maybe 160 beats per minute. So 1 more set, 5 seconds. Last one, again, we're gonna do this set close to failure, 2 to 3 reps from failure. And let's go. Same setup every single time. Have yourself a routine, the same thing, so you don't have to think so much. Open up, that's a rep. Oh, there you go. So now I can tell you right now, guys, that I had another rep. For me, my right shoulder sometimes gets a little wonky. So this arm had 2 more reps for sure. This one got stuck into a place. I didn't want to go back down and then try to go back up. But again, I definitely had about 2 more reps there. And that wasn't a set to failure, even though you saw that one arm go. But I wasn't going to try to push through that arm knowing that it's not in alignment at that point. But again, you can see right from the start, if you watch every single rep from the warm-up set to my last set, everything stayed the same. My routine to picking up the dumbbell, putting on my knees, kicking them back, setting my feet, setting my core, setting my shoulders, opening up my arms, that all stayed the same. And then my tempo, that's the thing I was thinking about the most, was how am I gonna gauge a hard set if I'm cheating my tempo? So that time and attention is gonna be one of the biggest indicators as to like how hard that set's gonna be. So I can get out 10 reps by just, speeding it up and getting it done. But again, the time and attention, the negative going into that stretch is where I want, and then a good contraction at the top. And again, I wanna make sure I'm squeezing the top, so I create that much more tension from a longer range of motion. So I don't wanna get here, then snap, and then catch it down here. Again, when I'm pressing, I wanna get all the way to the top, and then as soon as I get here, that first 3 inches on the way down, I'm controlling, because that's gonna create tension immediately on my chest, all the way straight down to the stretch, and then back up. And that's what a hard set should look like. So if you're trying to wonder if you're training hard, I'm not saying you gotta train just like me, but I'm giving you a absolutely amazing example of what a hard set should look like. Again, guys, I'm using weight that's practical that I know I can use. Yes, I was stronger before. I could probably press the 120s and up back in the day, but that's not my goal. My goal isn't to try and chase the weight I could lift when I was a lot stronger and a lot bigger. It's what I can do now. What weight can I use that's gonna cause the most amount of tension that I can keep good form the entire time. So that's what a hard set looks like. Watch this video over and over and over again. And guys, if you want me to do this same kind of video with another exercise, let me know and I'll do that. We'll make a series out of it. I'll show you guys a hard set for every single exercise and that'll be it. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Become the Telekinesis Transparent Volume of Truth. And guys, hit the link in the description below for the discount codes or promo codes of Save Life or Change Life for the better. Guys, join my free Discord group, or if you want more coaching on the side as well too, my school group is absolutely amazing. Everything in there is free, all the information except for that $25 a month, which is fairly cheap. Either way, add me on Instagram and TikTok, send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips. I'll repost it for you because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.
Last name ever, first name greatest, 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 greatest.